Good morning, Highland High School choirs. I'm coming at you from Roscoe Ewing Park. It's one of the Medina City parks. It's Wednesday morning, March 25th, 2020. We're 3 months from Christmas, and the world has changed a lot since then. This is one of the Medina City parks. There's Medina County parks and Medina City parks, and I'm getting to see something right now that I don't know that I've seen before. I don't know if you can tell in the background there. This is one of the maintenance trucks, but it's got attachments on it so it can ride its truck on the railroad tracks. That's kind of cool. I want you to know that parks are open. Right now, Ohio is under a stay-at-home order, but that stay-at-home order says that you should stay at home except for essential business and essential activity. One of the essential activities that's listed is going for a walk, or a run, or a bike ride, or walking your dog. Those are listed as essential. Some of the Medina County parks are closed, but that's just so that they can meet the demand of keeping them clean and safe, given the size of staff that they have. And I've left a list in the Google Classroom of the Medina County parks that are open, and I've also left a map of the Medina City parks in case you want to engage in the essential activity of going for a walk, or a run, or a bike ride, or walking your dog. Well, in education, when we teach, we try to do a thing that's called scaffolding, or bridging, or connection to prior knowledge, and that's a way of taking stuff that's new and connecting it to something that's familiar. So I was thinking, what can I talk about or teach you today that connects to something that's familiar to you? Well, it was pretty easy. I was thinking of exile. We're exiled right now, right? We're exiled from school, we're exiled from being with some of our friends or family that doesn't live with us. Then there's social distancing. Well, you don't have to think very long in music when you talk about exile to think about the influence of African American musicians on American music. So much of the music that we say is distinctively American, which it is distinctively African American. I'm going to just mention the top 5, and you know all of these. You've heard these words before, but this is just a reminder that these American musical art forms exist because of the African American influence. I'm talking barbershop harmony, ragtime, jazz, blues, and rock and roll. That's barbershop harmony, ragtime, jazz, blues, and rock and roll. All of those come from the African American community, and there's all sorts of stories of exile and social distancing that are much more awful and intense than what we're experiencing right now to fight this virus. But the things that composers had to face in order to get published, or the things that performers had to face to be allowed to perform, were pretty huge. And so I tell you these things so that when we hear this music, remember that part of it is exile. That's in the history of it. That's in the sounds of it, is exile and social distancing, again, in some forms that are more intense than what we're experiencing now. My hope for you, oh, by the way, no sunrise again. That's why I'm wearing yellow. That's the sunrise right there. That's yellow. I hope that for you, when this is all done, that perhaps for each one of us, maybe we're going to be a little bit of a new art form when this is all said and done. Maybe some new appreciations, maybe some new values, maybe some new ways of looking at how busy we're going to be or how we spend our time. Maybe that'll be part of the new art form that comes out of this exile and social distancing. Hope all's going well. I miss singing with you. I miss seeing you. And I really look forward to when we can do all of that again. Take care.